Hey y'all, enter Mercer, former Cobra Viper, current GI Joe Trooper. File name? I don't remember. I don't care. They gave him the code name Mercer. I looked it up. Mercer means cloth merchant. So I would assume that they hired him to be the haberdashery trooper. I'm just going to say his real name is Roy D. Mercer. That's right, Roy damn Mercer. And when he's coming down there and he's whooping your ass. Oh, I just went with a Cobra Viper body on this because I didn't really care for the Hasbro releases. Hashtag Hasbro hating. But I made sure he was in team colors. I got him the GI Joe star logo, the trademark GI Joe logo, American flags. There's even little army stars on his boots. Again, team colors. Don't catch friendly fire, my dude. Excuse me. As a Cobra Viper, he would be an expert with the world-renowned AK-47. So that's what I gave him. Although I tuned it up a lot. This is much more like an Israeli Galil type AK. Don't hit me on the specs. I know very little about it. But I wanted to give it M16/M4 styling. So I put that front sight on there with that muzzle brake, collapsible stock. That way at a glance, he's slinging an American weapon. Again, let's keep that friendly fire to an absolute minimum. The head was a placeholder, but I ended up going with it. It looks good enough. I wanted to keep him in the helmet for display anyway. I think the figure looks pretty good. This is, I think, what Hawk and Duke would make him wear in a way. Or maybe he's just wearing what he's already been trained to wear. But once he's proven himself, once he's on the team and shown that he's not a double, triple, quadruple agent, maybe he gets a promotion. Now, in the GI Joe universe, I think he was part of the Slaughter's Marauders, I think is what it was called, which was a little team of bad boys that was run by a pro wrestler and GI Joe character, Sergeant Slaughter, who I always thought was just really a cheeseball when it came to GI Joe. Never was a fan. I've seen him at the convention. He's still in character. He still eats it up, just chews up the scenery, spitting out crazy lines. He's a trip. I'm glad he's part of it. But I thought maybe I would like to put a different spin on a team of bad boys and maybe have them led by a different pro wrestler. I'm going to start with Mercer in an armored up form. This is a ballistic armor. Maybe it's Ceradyne. There's Kevlar in there. There's carbon fiber. There's, I don't know, Nomex. Just all the best that you could get. This is a walking tank. I'm flying team colors. GI Joe logo, GI Joe star, American flags. He's got some trophies here that he pulled off the battlefield, and I am sure that is not human blood on those repossessed AK-47 rifles. I'm sure of it. That would be just disgusting and not okay. But then again, that's what the Bomb Squad is about. They are doing things that are not okay. They are the IRS of the GI Joe team. No remorse, no mercy, no negotiation. We got strength enhancers. I already went over the whole blithering babble of ballistic protection. I'm sure they could jump pretty high. I don't envision these things flying around outrunning fighter jets like Iron Man and War Machine or picking up tanks and things like that. I just want them to be able to do more than a human body can do and just dive right in. Treat them pretty much like a Moab. You drop them out of a helicopter at speed and let them just wreak havoc on the scenery. Everything, not wearing a John Deere hat, eating an apple pie, and driving on a Detroit-made truck dies. So if they can't pick up tanks and they can't fly, what do? See, one technique would be, you got your in-country parade going down through there, and they spool up to about 25 miles an hour, let's say, and they Heisman spear your ride right around sideways, kablooey. Now you have personnel stuck in this vehicle. The convoy has stopped. Well, why not just shove it out of the road? Why not just have the man evacuate the vehicle and push on through? Because as soon as he spears it to the side, he's going to reach up under here and grab you right by your ball joints and just start snatching things off, breaking things, destroy your steering, destroy your suspension, open up the door, reach in there like the guys that jumped Rodney King and beat the driver to a pulp, breaking bones, fracturing skull. Now you have injured personnel in the vehicle that is severely limited in mobility. So you have stopped the convoy. That's one thing they can do. Another thing is they can show up. Let's say you got some vipers sitting around the Viper trap house, coming up with schemes, planning on bombing a children's orphanage or whatever. Children's orphanage is redundant. They drop these guys out of their helicopter. Maybe they parachute in, maybe they just drop them. Boom, no superhero landing. They land like that, stiff-legged. They come up, Spartan kick their way through the wall of your trap house, and then they come in. Glory, intimidation, standing on business. And they start spitting out lines and just putting all kinds of heat out there. No, I'm joking. They can't do any of that. I'm trying to stay grounded here. This thing's probably got the battery life of an iPhone 12. They're going to come through your wall like the Kool-Aid man, and they're going to destroy everything they see. There's no need to be afraid. This is intimidating, right? I mean, this guy's got bloody rifles that he scavenged from the dead bodies of his enemies. That's intimidating. There's no need to be scared. You're not going to feel a thing. There's not going to be any catchy one-liners. There are no catchphrases. There's absolute destruction. Their very presence, their very existence is disrespectful enough, so there's no need for chatter. Your best defense is probably the deer in the headlights. Enter Breacher. That's an original character. Inspired by a random picture I saw on Pinterest. And for a head, I wanted her to go unmasked because I'm just a sick freak. I like to look at pretty women's faces. The face I patterned after Angela Gasol, the original lead singer of one of my favorite bands, Arch Enemy. The body's from a Marvel Universe War Machine. I thinned it up in the midsection. And I want enlightened feminist points for not giving her big boobs. I didn't think that was important on the armor, and I didn't do it. And I am a better man than you. She does the breaching, so we got extra strength enhancers in her forearm, so she can punch a hole through your wall, through your doors, bust your bunker, if you will. She's got her breaching equipment, big hammer, little pump shotty there, some C4 axe hammer. And her armor makes sense to be just a little bit smaller than the other guys because she can get into spaces that otherwise, you know, they couldn't do. She's sneaky. This is Stone Cold. I decided the team should be led by a different pro wrestler. One much cooler. Basic black, the 316 moniker, of course. Gold belt, just because duh. And of course, he's got his knee brace. His little camel pack right here, I'm sure is full of Steve Weiser. She can sip on throughout the very short battle that's going to come. The only time I've ever seen Steve Austin with a real firearm, not in a movie, I mean, he was in a magazine, he had a hunting rifle in his hand with a big scope. So I went with that. I shortened up a Barrett Light 50. Gave it a PEC laser and light here. Big scope, holographic sight, extended charging handle. It kind of like a 50 cal, but to be wielded like an assault rifle, like a standard arm. from his time with Brian Pillman as the tag team, the Hollywood Blondes. I gave him a camera and a camera. Just a little nod to that. And of course, he has his indispensable skull ring. And his indispensable skull face. So that's the Bomb Squad. I have no ideas for others. I would like to do more of them and maybe use different bugs. These are Marvel Universe bodies, by the way. Like a Ironmonger and maybe Apocalypse is the other one. I don't even remember. I just don't have any other ideas for characters, but I would like to expand the Bomb Squad. I think it's a fun concept. They are what Chihuahuas and hot bartenders think they are. If you have any other ideas for some different armored up Joes that exist, or hey, give me an original character. Give me an idea here. Hit me up. If you like this video, thanks for watching. Catch me in the next one. If you didn't like this video, thank you for watching this far, and stay tuned. My videos are gonna get better. I mean, check out that sound effect I got going right now. And that's a real helicopter going by. That's an actual Tomahawk helicopter. I'm not kidding. Coming up soon, I'm gonna do my custom Deep Six armor. And little fun fact, spoiler alert, his armor is alive. Thanks for watching. I'm back out.